Hey Amanda, Vineyard Report, Wednesday. It's gorgeous out here still. There's no damage from the deer or the birds or the bees or them horrible little nasty beetles. Let's get a close-up on some of the bunches. See? Oof. This is a Frontenac Blanc. These will turn nice and gold in a couple of weeks. They'll start to turn. Still not time to cut off the canopy. And let me get into the sun just a little bit, then you can see some reflections of some really gorgeous clusters. These are some Blancs. Oh no, you don't. Gone. Beetle be gone. Here's some other clusters. So we were just talking about how we're going to handle the birds, and last year we put out shiny tape. It was kind of pretty to watch all the shiny tape fluttering in the sun, but it really didn't work terrifically well, so we may have to net, and we do have a fake owl out here that may chase them away, but we don't know, because we're at the point where we need to make some decisions on that. And if we net, you're going to be looking at 200 grapevines with netting on top of it, if we can get a deal on them anyways. And let's see, as of right now, we are tying up, like this one right here. This needs to be tied up. It's growing. And then Mr. Farmer makes a decision if we're going to go high wire or if we're going to go vertical shoot positioning. He's good at that. I don't care. I'm just about the grapes. Look at that one. Look at that one. So, I don't have wine with me today. I'm sorry. I drank it. Not today. Not yet. Too early. Well, maybe not too early. Look at that. That is my report today. Whatever day it is. June 8th? 11th? Oh. I'll lose track of time. I'm retired.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our weekly winery update. I am your host, Amanda.
And hi, I'm Paige.
We are coming to you live tonight, and we have a special guest with us this evening. And Elise is one of our main events that we have at the winery, I would say. So Elise, our main yoga instructor, is joining us. Hi, Elise.
Hi there, gals.
Hi.
How's it going
Hi,
tonight?
Paige. I'm Amanda.
Are you sipping on any wine tonight, Elise?
I'm actually not. I have a raspberry lemonade, so I'm playing it good tonight. But ordinarily, yes, I usually am sipping on wine.
That's fun.
Saving the wine for yoga on Thursday night.
Yes, saving it for wine and yoga Thursday night. If it's going to be that hot, I might be having a slushie.
That would be good. It's going to be a perfect night for it, I think.
I think so too.
Oh, I got a little friend up here.
Paige has her own co-host.
She grunts a little bit, so sorry if you hear that in the background.
So Paige, you've got some questions for Elise?
Yeah, I was looking for the questions that I had ready, sorry.
See, this
Elise,
is...
how long have you been doing the yoga at the winery?
Oh, at the winery. I bet we're going on a couple summers. Yeah. So I remember being there last summer, and I know this summer. So time flies when you're having fun.
How did you get into teaching yoga?
I started my own personal practice probably in like 2005, thereabouts. And I really enjoyed it, and I found that it was beneficial to me. And I thought, well, if I find it beneficial, maybe other people would find it beneficial too. So that's what got me interested in taking training and learning how to teach. Been a passion ever since.
Awesome. So what is your favorite yoga pose? Do you have one?
Well, I know I do have a favorite one. It's actually called Half Moon, and I'm not going to demonstrate it here, but I thought you probably asked that. So what I did was I drew a little stick figure picture.
Oh, awesome.
This is Half Moon.
Okay.
It's one of those poses that challenges your balance. It's just something that really opens up your body, and I just feel really empowered and happy when I'm doing it. So that would be my favorite pose.
That's awesome. And when you teach yoga at the winery, you make it so that everyone can do it. How do you kind of incorporate everybody into the yoga poses, from advanced to just beginners?
Well, I think there's always been a stigma with yoga, and I think people associate yoga with having to be very flexible or having to be a certain age or a certain body type. And none of those are true for yoga. That's what I love about it, is that anybody, any age, any athleticism can do it. So I kind of scan the room and see who's around. Sometimes people tell me that they have injuries or that they may not be able to do every pose, and I don't expect people to do every pose. That's why yoga is great. There's so many modifications you can do, and so I just try to make sure that everybody's incorporated. Nobody likes to be left out, and again, I don't want people to feel anxious or scared, and we're there to have fun, so we don't take ourselves very seriously.
That's really awesome. Yeah, I love how you add drinking wine into the poses. I think that's... What are some benefits of yoga?
Well, there would be the obvious, the physical benefits. So I think yoga is one of those practices that you can do your entire lifetime. And I see it as a means of keeping ourselves as independent as possible. So whether that be carrying your groceries, walking up and down stairs, getting up off the floor. So that would also include getting up off your bed and getting off the toilet. All those things, we just want to maintain our independence. So it keeps your body strong and flexible, but also gets into teaching us how to relax. We're in a very fast-paced, sometimes stressful life. Lifestyles come into play with that too. So learning how to breathe appropriately, getting out of your head if you're thinking about your breathing, if you're thinking about the postures. It's really hard to think of other things. So, and it just keeps you self-check of, how are you doing? How's your emotional well-being? How's your spiritual well-being? What's your energy level like? And you can pick and choose certain poses to modify and change your outlook, I guess, for what you need that day.
Awesome. That's really, I'm so excited to have you here. I think everyone that comes just loves it so much. So I'm very excited for you to come.
Well, thank you very much. I love doing it. It has turned out to be such a joy. I was teaching a lot, and I still teach quite a bit, but this aspect brings in just a whole new funness to it. I don't know if funness is a word or not. It's
That's a word.
So we do still have some tickets available, so go on our Facebook page and get those tickets and come to do yoga with Elise at the winery. And you need to bring your own mat, so just be prepared for that.
Correct, yes. And it's going to be hot tonight, so if we could be indoors, that would probably be really good. And if we're indoors, we can also be closer to the wine and stay hydrated.
Perfect.
That's a good plan. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, Elise, and we will see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock for yoga.
Thank you for having me. I look forward to seeing you gals tomorrow night.
Bye, Elise.
Bye.
She is always just so much fun.
I know she is. She's so awesome. So what are you sipping on?
Well, I ended up grabbing a margarita wine slushie out of the freezer.
I haven't tried those yet. How are those?
They're good. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys haven't tried yet, we do have slushies available now. So each day we are varying the different flavors. So it depends on what day, what we have. We're keeping a little letterboard with the flavors that are available. So last I checked, I think we had Throwback Thursday, Rainy Day Rosé, and oh boy, there was another one on there. Paige, do you remember what else we were making?
Do we have wine colada?
We did have some wine coladas. I think we need to make up some more. That one went fast.
Yeah. I think we had, the Margarita Monday, Rainy Day, wine colada, and Thursday is what I remember.
Yep. So what are you sipping on tonight?
So I just, my classic Widows.
Widow's Weekend, huh?
But I love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a busy week this week, I think.
Yeah, we've got stuff all the time.
Yeah. Well, we already had a busy day today with the myofascial release happening.
Yeah,
and
Jen's awesome. I love when she comes.
Yeah, and so if you guys missed out on the myofascial release event tonight, you can still go to their website. They have such a fun logo, this pretty butterfly. And so it's Revive Myofascial Release, and they were here this evening, but if you guys missed out, they will be back again soon, or you can just go to their Facebook page or website and make an appointment, and instead of getting a little sample session like they did tonight, you can just make a full 1 hour appointment, which I highly recommend because it is very relaxing. And
it is very tempting. I always want to just go over there and sit in their chair and see what happens.
Well, you'll have to do it next time. So,
She's back.
your little co-host is back. I need to get something behind me so that my dogs can join in on the live videos too.
I've got one over here. She just likes to stare out the window. So
Oh.
this one's the lazy sounds. This is Olivia. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
She's like, Mom, leave me alone.
I'm busy.
So, we just talked with Elise, and you were talking a little bit that we've got tickets available still for tomorrow night. Do you want to tell people how to access those?
Yeah, so if you go to our Facebook page and go to the yoga event, then it'll say tickets. If you click on the event, it'll say tickets like right under the photo, and then you can click on that, and it's really easy. And you just say how many you want. It'll tell you how many are available, and then you just purchase them right online. It's very, very easy. It's really easy to check out. So
yeah, I'm excited. It'll be interesting to have yoga back inside the winery. So unless Mother Nature somehow shines on us and we get a beautiful day. Yeah, we'll see. Who knows? But yeah, so we've got yoga Thursday night, and then Friday night we're going to be having Family Feud again. And although Paige did an amazing, very speedy job 2 weeks ago, yeah, I think you broke a record. You did it so much faster. I gotta rewatch how you did it and figure out how I can go as fast as you did.
Well, I think it's always been a little bit faster at the winery than doing it online, because it's so hard to know if people have answered the questions. So yeah, it was really quick. I looked at the clock; it was like an hour and a half on the dot. And I'm like, holy, that was really fast.
Yeah, it did used to be a lot faster when we just played at the winery, and so, but I've just gotten used to playing virtual time now too, and so if you guys haven't joined us yet for a Family Feud trivia night, you should come try it out on Friday night. We're going to be playing at 6 o'clock. You can reserve your spot on our Facebook event. Just go to our Facebook page events and the Family Feud trivia event, and you can tell us your team name and tell us how many people are going to be on your team. We only have so many spots for teams, so make sure if you know you want to come to reserve your spot. And then we are also going to be playing it virtually again too. So we've had a couple of teams that have joined us recently virtually as well. So it seems to be working out pretty well doing Family Feud both at the winery and doing it virtually. Hopefully you guys can join us Friday night one way or the other and play Family Feud trivia with us. I can't talk tonight. I think I just need to drink more wine. That probably will help, right?
The lime and the margarita, it'll loosen you up.
Yep. The problem with this slushie is I can't just chug it. That's
It's you get the burn or
the brain freeze.
The brain freeze. Yeah, that's not fun.
No. Yeah. So I mean, maybe it's a good thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we've got trivia Friday night, and then Saturday we're just open. So come get a wine slushie. Come do a tasting. And
Maybe a hot day would be perfect for the wine slushies.
Right. Then Sunday we've got music happening. You want to talk about music?
Yeah. So on Sunday we have Dan Brewski coming, and he is so great. He's coming from 2 to 4. So come sit out on the patio or in the winery and have a glass of wine and listen to his music. He plays some awesome songs. I think he plays some by even the Foo Fighters and classic rock and just tons of stuff. So he's really awesome. So come listen to Dan Brewski.
So we also have been working on another event here that we are still trying to come up with some game ideas, but we're trying to do a wine Olympics. So we've had a couple people, Angie suggested that we do a ring toss on wine bottles, which I loved that idea.
Yeah.
And then we might do a bag toss. We'll see. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments section because we'd love to hear from you. We're going to be doing, let me bring up the sticker here. It's going to cover page. So we're going to be doing Wine Olympics. Those are going to be happening when the summer 2020 Olympics were supposed to happen. So you guys can come join us for Wine Olympics. It's going to be a virtual event, and you can also do it at the winery. We will have more details soon, but if you guys have any game ideas, please let us know because we really want to hear from you guys and see what we should do for. I'd like to have, I would say 4 or 5 different games, but if people come up with even more ideas, the more the merrier.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So.
Yeah, and they've got to be ones that you can play either at the winery or at home. So think about that when you're suggesting them too.
Yeah. Yep. And then we came out with a new wine for the month. So with our Herd Wine Club, we have Antler Shed Red is our new wine for the month of July. That's what it is, right? It's not still March. It feels like it's still March. So you guys should come check it out. The 2018 vintage of our Antler Shed Red. It is a blend of Marquette and Foch grapes this time. And they're all Wisconsin grapes. They were aged in a stainless steel tank with oak chips for over 6 months. So it has been oaked for over 6 months. It's really smooth. I've had a couple of normally sweet wine drinkers really like this dry wine. So this is going to be our July wine of the month, Antler Shed Red. So
Yeah, I think I'll have to try it. I have had some sweet wine drinkers tell me that they like this one too. So as a sweet wine drinker, I think I'll try it.
Yep, you need to give it a try. We need to expand your palate page.
I know. I definitely do. And I think I've gotten drier even in the last couple of years. I don't, the stuff that almost makes your teeth hurt because it's so sweet, I don't like as much anymore. So maybe I'll expand it even more.
You know what would be a good idea to do if you're a sweet wine drinker but you want to get into more dry wines is to come do a cheesecake flight with your tasting. Because then the sweet cheesecakes paired with the drier wines, you're still getting that little bit of sweetness, and it's a good
That's a really good idea.
yeah.
Yeah, the cheesecakes are amazing too. So,
What are the different flavors? I'm trying to remember.
so there's vanilla, salted caramel, there is raspberry, we have turtle, and then also triple chocolate. So they're all so good. I'm so excited we started doing this because they're awesome. You can add them onto your flight, or you can just get them just to eat, and they're so good.
Yeah, we've got to go there and try some other flavors.
Do a large sampling of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Tim Pickler wanted to do a tasting at the winery called like a walk through the woods where you try every wine on the list. Maybe we need to do a walk through the woods with the cheesecakes and do every cheesecake that they have.
I think that the walk through the woods sounds good. They'd have to be really like small, tiny samples. So otherwise you're not going to remember what the last one even tastes like.
Yeah, that would be a lot. So this event isn't happening this week, but if you want to come, you probably better start reading the book for next week's book club. And I know I am more of an audiobook listener, so I haven't finished, yes, I don't know for sure, is Nell. And then you can mostly see the last name there, but just search Lost and Wanted, a novel. And if you can't join us at the winery, you can always read the book and just join us in spirit too. But it's going to be fun to have the book club back at the winery again.
Yeah, that will be.
Paige, are you going to read it? I know you don't usually read a lot of books, do you? Not that that's, my husband refuses to pick up a book and read so.
So, no, I don't. I mean, I'd love to. I love the smell of books. And I'll go through phases sometimes where I'll just love reading and that's all I'll do, but I am not in that phase right now. So.
Well, it's hard to read a book while you're boating and walking the dogs. And
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you could read a book on the boat if you wanted to, I guess, but
probably not if Matt's driving, though.
Just while we're staying still, yeah.
Paige, have you taken our new quiz that tells you if you are a sweet or dry wine drinker?
No, I haven't taken the quiz yet, but maybe I should. Maybe I'll be surprised and it'll tell me that I'm a dry wine drinker. I'll have to try all the dry wines. Have you?
Yep, so I took it and it told me that I am a dry wine drinker. So I've heard from a lot of other people too that it is pretty accurate. So you'll have to try it and see.
Yeah, I will.
And then, so when you do take the quiz, afterwards it talks to you a little bit about these new boxes that we are coming out with. And we have a dry kit and a sweet kit, hence the quiz. So it'll help you decide which kit would be the better one for you. And if you don't really know if you're a dry or sweet wine drinker, even after the quiz, you're like, well, sometimes I like to try a dry wine. You can get both kits. And so each kit has 6 little bottles of wine. They're 50 milliliters each. And they each have 3 whites and 3 red wines in them. So it's just a perfect little sample size. These are going to be such a fun gift, I think. We worked really hard on the box, so they turned out really well. I'm really excited about these new little tasting kits.
Yeah, they're so cute. Those little bottles. People have walked in, and that's like the comments that they have, and that's so funny. And I think it's a perfect gift because if you don't know what people like, then send them both, and then they have tons of wine to drink. So
Yeah, I'm excited. We're just going to be launching these now. We have been talking about them for a little bit, and people have been buying them already with just while we were putting the kits together in the tasting room. And so we're going to be launching those, and you guys can take the quiz and figure out whether you're a sweet wine drinker or a dry wine drinker. I do want to do a little pitch too to get some more YouTube subscribers. So if you guys haven't followed us on YouTube yet, or I guess subscribe, make sure to go to the Timber Hill Winery page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if we get 100 subscribers, we get a special link to our page. And instead of just having it be youtube.com/XYZ123, it'll be Timber Hill Winery. So,
Yeah, awesome.
and we post all of like the update videos, all the different music and everything on YouTube as well. So there is like good stuff on there. Don't just go and subscribe just because we said so. Like check it out too. We've got some good videos on there. You can backtrack and look at some of our older stuff that we have on there. I even have some old TV interviews that I did when my hair was like down here. So you guys should check out our YouTube channel and subscribe, please. And I think that covers pretty much everything for this week. We do have a lot going on.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. I'm really excited. It already started, so
I know. It's fun having events back on Wednesday. Had to hustle home from the winery to go live.
Why? He's my friend.
Olivia's got your back.
She'll come and get this fly.
Well, if you guys have any questions about our events this week, leave them in the comments and we'll make sure to reply to you. Or if you have game suggestions, definitely let us know, and make sure to tune in for all of our stuff that's happening this week.
Yeah, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yep. So, thank you everybody for joining us tonight, and cheers to another fun week at the winery.
Cheers.
Oh,
Bye.
I always